Hello, Gemini. So, welcome to my video. If this is the first time you've clicked on one of my videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or even your Venus. We're going to look and see what kind of love, what's coming into your love life, the predictions for November 2020. However, it is my intention that whenever you click on this video, it's intended for you at that time. You should hear a message that's intended for you. Now remember to only take parts of the video, the messages that resonate with you, and throw out the rest. So I'm going to separate this into like 3 different piles, 3 different sections, and I'll have the timestamps in the description box. First, I'm going to look at those of you who are single, and I mean single. And then I'm going to look at those of you who have Gemini in your chart that are probably in separation of some sort. And then finally, I'm going to look at those of you who are in an active relationship, see what the next month is bringing you. So as you see, I already have an oracle card here, and it is one of the Halloween oracle cards. And for you, Gemini, I got Trick or Treat, Mischief, and Play. I love these cards. They're like so super duper cute. And in the book it says, stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. It says trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet why do we trick-or-treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves, or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. Of course, maybe not this year, right? We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures. And this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and bonbon, we give out mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door. And Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one of the ways to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, can't even say that word. It is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of fun. So, to me, when it comes to this showing up in a love reading, this is like number one, get out there, have fun, get out there and mingle, get to know new people. But at the same time, be cautious about those around you who are just pretending, and those of you who come in dressed up as something other than what they're not, right? So, let's put this to the side. And we're going to start looking at those of you who are single. Don't forget to check out my TikTok and my Instagram. I also have a Facebook platform. All the links are down in the description box. On my Instagram and my TikTok, I do have different stuff on there than I have on here. course, these are longer videos, right? Can't fit all this into a 60-second video. Okay. What's coming for single Geminis in the next month? Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So you may have been single for a little while. Just hanging around. Looks like he has hands and feet chained. Maybe been tied up in other situations and circumstances. The Magician. You've been tied up in making manifestations happen for yourself. Making things happen. Maybe you've been trying to manifest your own financial success, your education, your career, your own personal family. Maybe you've been a single mother, single father, whatever the situation is for you. You've been focused on other things. So let's see, quite a bit of cards for you, Gemini. Let's see. We have 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the Devil. Some of y'all may be playing with some Capricorns. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and Knight of Wands. Okay, Gemini, you single, sexy, deviant you. I'm just kidding. So, you've definitely held yourself back, quite possibly in your past. You know, you've had relationships that were full of conflict and chaos, and you just wanted to take a break from that for a while. You may in your past have been with people who were too clingy, wanted to keep you reined in, and you just needed a little freedom. You didn't want to be so stressed out with the complications that come with a relationship, because sometimes, you need a little bit of freedom. There's things that you require in a relationship, Gemini, that not everybody gets. So, let's look here. Those of you that's been single, probably been single for a while. You wasn't, kind of, quite possibly, I see for some of you, you may have family members or friends that's tried to hook you up with other people, and you're just, like, not feeling it. You just haven't felt it. As far as being in a committed relationship, you've kind of kept your options open. Waiting for the perfect one that you really want. Waiting for that one to come along that's going to fit all your check marks. The Knight of Swords usually talks about losing sleep. But I really think that you've been, if you've lost sleep, it's more on your focus, on your future. A lot of you may be students. Maybe you've been in college. Maybe you've been taking online courses, trying to get caught up with your studies. Maybe you've been stressed out about finances and career. But it's like your focus has been on other things. But in the next month, from when you're watching this, you're finally going to kind of fall into temptation here, because we do have the Devil here. And someone's going to come along that's really... really going to be that it for you. The type of person that really, turns you on. That really turns your eye. And you're like, damn! So, this person that's coming in, this is someone who Spirit is saying go ahead and take that jump. Go ahead and go for it, because this is someone who can bring you, they get you, Gemini. They're going to totally get you. They're going to spark the passion and that desire for love within you. They're going to be playful. They're going to be passionate. They're going to spark those desires that you've been needing to get sparked. It's like other people that you've kind of, you've had your options open, but they don't really, it's like they're not sparking it for you. But this person coming in, yes, they're going to spark it. They quite possibly may have fire in their chart. We have third eye chakra. So it's like, what I'm getting is two people that kind of finish each other's sentences. Like, you get each other that well. It's kind of intuitive, right? Because third eye chakra. We have suffering in silence. This person, what I'm getting from this card is this person may, they may live at a distance from you. We have Knight of Wands too. Not only is it passionate, but there's travel here. They may be from a different country than you, a different culture than you. I'm just seeing that. It's usually not what the suffering in silence means, but that's what I'm getting from this card at this time. And quite possibly, this is someone that you may see from a distance that you're like, damn, like, no, I don't think they'll be into me, because you're kind of having that self-doubt go on. But you have throat chakra. So Spirit's like, go ahead and go for it. Speak up. We have, in reverse, we have conflict and defeat. So, this is to me telling you that, don't take everything so negative. Don't expect the worst. Expect the most positive results. Because we have the 6, which is memories of love. This could definitely be a soulmate, past life soulmate coming in is what I'm getting. We have authority number 4. This is the Emperor. So go ahead and make those plans. For some of you, this person may be an authoritative figure. Whether that is someone that's an attorney, a police officer, a judge, a supervisor, or even for some of y'all, daddy. I'm hearing some of you, those of you that's brats. Bottom of the deck is patience and planning. So this has been coming for a long time now. So also, because authority, Emperor is action. It's an active and planning energy. So especially when we have bottom of the deck, patience and planning. So, yeah. Strategize your next move. Don't just, don't just feel like you're defeated without even trying. We have number 16, which is the astrological wheel. So what I'm hearing is probably you're seeing signs and synchronicities. You pretty much know and you feel that this person is stepping into your life. This person may have already stepped into your life and you've been doubting yourself. We have the 39, which is the dice. Go ahead and take that chance. We have the lady on the bottom of the deck. So we have the Emperor here and we have the lady. So this tells me this is a divine connection. We have the Emperor and the Empress. That's how I see that. Divine masculine, divine feminine on the board. So this could be a soul contract for you. A soul connection. We have the Clover. So this is going to be a beneficial connection. It's going to be lucky. It's going to be good. We have the Tower. These are forced changes that's happening. For example, a forced change could be you've been single. You're being forced to be in a connection now. We have the Rider. That's good news. So these are good changes that's happening in your life. Bottom of the deck is the Ring. So this is going to lead to a more committed, stable connection. Looky there, we got twin flames. So, just in case you was wondering, bottom of the deck is Ascending. So, this is someone who's making you grow in a soulful way. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Let me move this up here. That's funny. I just pointed out that the masculine and feminine's on the board. Twin flames comes out. I love it when I get confirmation right there in a live recording. We have balance. This is your equal. This is your balance. We have limitations. So there are limitations, but you are at the end of a learning phase. It's good to have limitations. That tells me that you have learned your own personal limitations, your own boundaries. You set boundaries for yourself when it comes to other people. We have Loyal Heart. This person will be loyal. Come to the edge. They will challenge you, but you're going to go the distance with this person. So, let me pull you in. Love activation card, and then I will pull you some letters and characteristics and some charms. What love activation is being activated when this person comes in for Gemini? Also, it's good to know that authority, I believe the Emperor is Aries energy. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really call the signs too terribly much, but unless I'm called to. But creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So your creativity is being activated. So maybe you and this person are going to be trying some new things. Let's get some characteristics here. We have straight eyebrows, almond-shaped eyes, brown eyes, thin lips, and sandy blonde. Okay. Let's get you some letters here. These letters may be their initials. These letters may be in their name. They may even be in their nickname. But let's see. We have R, O. We have double I's. So they may have two I's in their name. But usually when I see a double letter, this tells me that it can be more than just the double I's. It could be double M, double E, any kind of double letter in their name. Z and N. Finally, let me pull you some charms. Okay. I'm drawn to these white pants with this heart. Maybe they'll have patches on their legs, on their pants. I don't know. That may be significant for some of you. We have the starfish. So they may have water in their chart. We have the ladybug with the horseshoe. So this is someone who's very lucky. They bring fortune into your life. We have a squirrel. So they may have ADD, ADHD. You know, you be talking to them and all of a sudden, squirrel. I don't know. That's what I think about when I see that. That dog commercial. Squirrel. So a dream catcher. A snowflake. Snowing and maybe significant for you. Maybe when you meet this person, it's going to be snowing outside. They may be in healthcare. Also, this tells me this is definitely a soul connection. We have a heart that says yes, no, maybe. They make you feel some type of way is what I'm hearing. We have a cross. This is definitely a soul connection. We have a girl here. So for most of you in the high heel. So this person is going to be very fashionable. They're going to like the way that they're going to like makeup and clothing and shopping. Oh my. We have the symbol here for Leo. So what was I saying about fire signs? So Leo says gentle, generous. So this person is very generous. We have a winged moon with a blue crown. So this is your divine counterpart for real. And we have the palm tree. So it's going to be stable and secure. Okay, thank you so much, those of you Gemini who are single, for watching with me. I'm going to get moved on to those of you who are in separation. Okay, Geminis in separation. So I pulled you a card from the Journey of Love Union cards by Bridget Rowe, Divine Essentials. And the card you got was the number 12, Warmth. I'm so cold without you. So your person is definitely missing you. I love that snowy scene where they're kissing in the snow in front of headlights. So I just love it. So let's look and see what's going on with you, Gemini. Okay. What is going on with Geminis in separation? Obviously, you're missing each other. Quite possibly during the holidays, some of you are going to be hearing from your person. They may be wanting to reach out. So what's going on with Gemini in separation? Let me change these cards out. Nothing's coming. Quite possibly, lots of times when I'm shuffling and cards don't want to come out, it's with the person that you're in separation with. Possibly, they're not good at opening up to their feelings. They may be missing you and not be willing to say it, but you're going to speak. Thank you. What is going on with Gemini? What is going on in the next month for Geminis in separation? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom and your guidance. Thank you so much. Bottom of the deck. The Five of Pentacles. Somebody's been left out in the cold. Somebody's been ghosted. And Two of Wands. It's like there's a distance between you. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, there is some kind of distance. And it's like there's a sense of waiting, okay? Some of you, I hear in my head someone saying, nah, not me. I ain't waiting for shit. I ain't waiting for nobody. Ain't gonna do it. I deserve better. Yes, that is so true. But needless to say, there is a sense of possibly in the back of your mind wondering, are we going to come back into union? How is this person doing? Damn, I miss that spark, that connection. But let's get these cards out and see what's going to be happening in the next month. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you have stepped into your own power, and that's what I think I'm hearing, is that you may have in the past missed this person. You went through your grieving process, but then you're healing. Look at that rainbow behind you. Look at those pink roses blooming. To me, that signifies self-love, self-gratitude, self-worth. You're standing in your power, and you're holding your own pinnacle. You're sitting on your own throne. You know what you bring to the table, honey. The Hanged Man. So during this time that you've been in separation, you've learned how to change your perspective. You've learned how to, instead of struggling against the rope where in the beginning, look how it's frayed. You may have struggled at first. But then you learned to just kind of surrender. And as you surrendered and learned to go with the flow, you're gaining a new perspective. Two of Cups. So you have this understanding that this is your divine counterpart. You do know this. You acknowledge it. You also acknowledge the fact that what is meant to be yours is already yours. Like, you don't have to fight against the grain. You don't have to fight against the flow. Because that salmon's, they swim upstream, and that's okay. Because it's coming home to you. You know this. 10 of Wands. You're at the end of your struggle, the end of your worries. You ain't gonna deal with it no more, honey. Like, all that stuff in the past is over with, because you're learning from a different perspective. You see things not from a 3D view, but from higher perspective. You look down and think, why am I so stressed out about this? Let me go do my own thing. The Sun, and you're finding happiness in your own self. You're finding your own happiness in your own worth. The Tower. You see that forced changes are for your own good. Things aren't happening to you. They happen for you. They push you out of your comfort zone so that you can find true happiness. 8 of Pentacles. So you can work on yourself and your own growth. You have an understanding of that's what this separation is for. You're no longer fighting it. You're just like, And what I'm hearing is for a lot of you that are in separation, you're accepting the situation as it is. You may come into union in this lifetime, and you may not. You're just going with the flow, and you're finding your own happiness. You're your own unicorn. And as you love yourself, this new level up, this new beginning in love begins as well. This overflowing of love coming in. Suffering in silence. It's the single Gemini's got that as well. So, you still have problems where you have doubt and you worry, but things are getting better. We have positive movement. You still have episodes every once in a while where you still miss this person. Of course, you have cold without you. So you still have moments where you feel like you miss this person, but those are getting fewer and farther between. We have material harvest. You're seeing the wealth and the prosperity that you're doing yourself, your own manifestations. Triumph. Number 7, the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. You are finding your own happiness. You're your own knight in shining armor. What the hell do you need a separate one for? You're realizing that you are triumphant in yourself. You are already in union. You hold those reins. This illusion of duality no longer exists for you. So far, this is the best monthly reading, I swear. So we have clouded view, not seeing clearly. Honeymoon, romance, bliss, love, sensual passion, paradise. Gamble of the heart, should you go for it? And universe, seeing beyond the veil. Bottom of the deck is repair, wanting to repair damage that's caused and make amends. So, what this is telling me, it's funny that when we first started shuffling, the first card we got out was Clouded View, but then the last card we get is Seeing Beyond the Veil. So this is showing me how you have progressed between seeing only this 3D illusion and wanting this union with your person. You know, you probably struggled with, should I stay? Should I go? You know, struggled with, you know, and it's funny because today's October 30th that I am recording this video. Tomorrow is Samhain. It is the pagan new year. Yay! 2020 is over with. For those of us who believe. Thank you. But the thing is, with this new moon, this super blue moon, I almost said new moon, this blue moon that we have, things are changing. Ascension is truly happening. New Earth is taking hold, and those of us who have evolved, like you clearly, look at this, you clearly have evolved. You're stepping into this new Earth. And, you know, 2020 may have been, you may have had some back and forth moments where, you know, you're like, I don't know, you know, you love yourself and then you don't love yourself, but you've gotten past all that. And now, look at you, you're stepping into this new Earth, this new paradigm. You've done this work and this healing. You've repaired things that you came here to, this incarnation that you've come here to heal. And that is beautiful. I just have all the feels right now. So I'm feeling so much self-love and self-worth. No wonder you don't care if you take that fool back or not. If they ain't done their work, then you're like, no. Boo, I already got you. I got you. You just don't know it. That's funny. You're whole in yourself. So I'm not getting any cards to come out with this decks, which tells me we don't need this deck. See what we get from the Moonology cards. You just don't know. If Spirit says not those cards, then I'm going to put them up. We take what Spirit tells us to take, right? And trust me, I'm not always the most obedient. Sometimes I argue with my spirit guides. I'm like, I'm doing it anyhow. They'll be like, don't you do it, girl. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Look, new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Some of you have been doing some work on your throat chakra. We have waning moon. What do you need to release? And new moon Aries, time to take action. Bottom deck, full moon in Libra. Win-win outcome is forecast. So you are there. However, it seems like maybe some of you still have some things you do need to release. Maybe because we have the communication there and taking action, I'm getting that you need to speak your truth. That you still maybe, I'm seeing in my head, what I'm hearing is closure. Maybe you want some closure and that's bothering you. You know, just because we have a twin flame, if we're in a twin flame connection, divine counterpart, doesn't mean we're meant to get together in this life. We don't have to have union in this life. When we come together, we spark. When we come together, it's meant so that we can spark new growth within ourselves. That's the whole purpose, is to spark new growth. And sometimes it leads to a romantic type of connection. Sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. The whole point is for you to love yourself. So, romance angels, we have new love is coming in. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So I get with this whole person that you're in separation with, quite possibly, number one, you're loving yourself. And in loving yourself, it's drawing a soulmate into your life. Someone that you can have and share these romantic feelings with. Someone that you can be playful with. You know, you can recapture those romantic feelings. And as you do that, you forgive and you learn and forgive from the situation that left you out in the cold. Let me get you a love activation card to see what is being activated in this new love that's coming in. The whole point of you, though, that's in separation, what I'm getting, the whole gist of this connection with the one you're in separation with, is that you've actually healed this. You've actually healed it, and you're able to move on from this. Find your own happiness with or without that person. I'm getting from the majority of you, that's going to be without this person. Okay, so we have action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. So the love activation, the love that's being activated is action. You're going to be able to speak your truth. You're going to be able to stand up for yourself. You're going to be able to love yourself. Be confident in being playful and having fun with this new person coming into your life. So we have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. What a beautiful message for those of you who are considered in separation. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Y'all be blessed. I'm just going to get moved on to those of you who are in active relationships. Okay, Geminis in an active relationship. So the card we got for you from the Journey of Love Union deck by Bridget Rowe is the number 32, Surrender. Ready to follow you anywhere. Look what a beautiful card this is. That is absolutely beautiful. Y'all are surrendering to the flow of this connection. Let's see if there's any kind of surprises, anything that's coming up for y'all's connection in the next month. What's coming for Geminis within the next month? So, let's go ahead and pull these up here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who's wifey, nurturing, very compassionate, very generous and loving and loyal. Over the Eight of Thames. So she's struggled to get to where she is now. She the Eight of Thames, Eight of Swords, it's more like trapped energy, but I just keep hearing the word surrender. Of course, that card is surrender. So it's like she's surrendered to the circumstances and learned to grow and love and become stable. Instead of seeing that tree as ominous, she's now leaning against it and relaxing and taking its offerings for abundance. So I'm getting more of a sense of changing perspective. So there may have been times in your connection and your relationship where you felt kind of trapped, a little smothered. Maybe you couldn't see, what was the good in it? Where is it where's it going? Where's it headed? Feeling like you were stuck and you didn't know how to get out. But then when you kind of just surrendered to the flow and it looked with a different perspective, you're like, well, see all these apples on the ground here, and I can make me a cobbler with those apples. Apples are also good. It's funny because it's Samhain, right? Today's October 30th. Tomorrow's the 31st, which is actually Samhain, which this year happens on a blue moon. And apples are significant as offerings for the dead and for ancestors. So instead of being scared on Samhain, instead of being scared by messages that you're receiving, you have learned to accept those messages and take those messages. You've learned to give offerings and thanks and gratitude, and now abundance is flowing towards you freely. So let's see how that resonates when it comes to your relationship. So we have the Crone. This is the Strength in the regular tarot, which is Leo energy. Ace of Chalices, which is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know why I'm saying that because I haven't felt led to say any of the signs in the rest of the readings. But this is, you've stayed strong. And now look, you have this overflowing of love, leveling up in this connection, this relationship. Page of Chalices. So, love offering coming in this month. For some of you, she's painting. Some of you, you may take one of those date nights to like where you drink wine and you do some oil painting or something. That's always fun to do something new and crafty and creative together. We have the Lord of Shadows, which is the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. So, closing the doors to the way some things are. Some things are changing, transcending in your connection. As this connection levels up and has new growth, and y'all are learning to do new things together. And I'm getting that y'all's also learning to give each other the freedom and the space and boundaries to pursue your own pursuits and your own creativity, and other than outside of just each other. We have the King of Wands. Some very playful energy here. Sparks passion. Again, with the Page of Chalices, it just, with her painting, it's just this creative energy. I think you're both learning to surrender to this connection and not be so leery, and learning to trust each other and go with the flow, and that everyday ebb and flow of a routine, and being able to now to where you're not possibly feeling like y'all are at each other's hips. This is like an energy of being able to do things together, maybe having a date night, but also being able to do things separately with your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your friends or whatever, separately than being stuck with each other. And then when you get together, being able to be playful and have fun and flirtatious. The Lady and the Lord, number 6, which is the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. So y'all's bringing the spark back, bringing sexy back, right? That's so old. And the Two of Chalices, strong soulmate energy. Twin flame soulmates here. So learning to not be so stuck to each other, clinging to each other, giving each other some breathing room is actually bringing the two of you closer together. That's beautiful. So what else is coming for Geminis in active relationships? What's coming for their relationships? I don't really get very many views when it comes to my astrological readings. There's many times I've thought about not doing these readings anymore. So if you really enjoy these readings, please let me know by commenting down below. Bottom of the deck, we have the number 3, fertility, which is the Empress energy. So again, it's that creative energy, sparking something new. New things being birthed into this connection, this relationship. For some of you, you may be finding out this month that you are expecting, or you may be starting to try to get pregnant. We have the number 9, spiritual strength. So this, as your relationship grows, your bond grows and deepens. We have number 5, conflict and defeat in the reverse. So instead of, it going down and the relationship spiraling downward, it's actually moving up, a higher, stronger connection. We have the number 2, the sacral chakra. So again, that creative energy, that creative life force, that this is your passion center. This is like when you use, this is the chakra you use during sexual magic. And because you're using that creative life life-giving energy to create new life. You're using it to manifest things. For some of you, you're actually manifesting family together. We have number 14, patience, which is the temperance in the regular tarot. So you may have been trying to create a family together for some time, for a lot of you. For others of you, this is just saying you've been trying to create this balance for a long time, and you're actually coming into balance and alignment together now. We have number 9, solitude, which is the hermit in the regular tarot. It could mean that sometimes I take it as separation, but in this reading, everything the way all the other cards are around it, I don't sense any separation coming. Actually just sensing the deep, because we also have the spiritual strength card here. So I'm getting this is a strong spiritual connection. Y'all may be high-level soulmates or twin flames. And as your bond deepens and strengthens, you ascend higher. So always follow your intuition. What do you have to tell us for the Geminis in an active relationship? Blossoming, new beginnings, love in bloom. Taking it to a higher, deeper level. Romance is in the air. I can't sing, y'all, so I'm not even going to try to. So we have lunar cycles, connecting with cycles of the moon, which is funny because tomorrow is a blue moon. So maybe something wonderful will happen for some of you tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night is when you're going to conceive. We have divine guidance, signs, crossroads, direction, loss, purpose, confusion. When I see this, I'm just seeing that you're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, because this is, those of you this resonates with, this is a strong divine connection. Mountain, some of you have been facing fears, challenges, but you're overcoming those obstacles. You're getting over them. You're overcoming them. We have musical messages, love songs. So some of you are connecting through music. And we have abandoned, unable to give to another due to healing old wounds and trauma. So I get with this that because the bottom of the deck is back to the past, thinking about the past. So I think what this card comes in is where you're thinking about things that you've been hurt from in the past and being able to overcome those. Because like I said, and probably those are the obstacles that you're overcoming, is those abandonment issues that you suffered. Because I'm not picking up that you're going to be abandoned. So before I get a bunch of emails and messages, oh my God, is he leaving me? No, honey. No, honey. These are these fears that you're overcoming. Because this whole reading has been about sparking new life. So that's, you know, that could be a new level up or actual new life completely. Oh. This relationship is going to go the distance. The tribe, this is your family. So look, you're creating this family together. You're exchanging gifts. So you are stronger together than you are apart. And then we also have the thinker. So sometimes you may get stuck in your head quite a bit, worrying about this connection. Spirit is saying everything's working out. Everything is on track. Everything's the way it should be. Y'all are actually growing closer together. Some of you are actually building a family together, and that is so beautiful. Y'all let me know. Let me know when y'all find out y'all's pregnant. We have pay attention to the red flags. So To me, I see that as pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. We have bottom deck getting to know each other. So I really strongly feel that in relationships, even those that's married for a lifetime, you never stop learning about your partner. And I always think that something important is to constantly, make it a point to learn something new about your person every day. Have that determination and that loyalty and that faithfulness to actually get to know your person, something new every single day. Learn about their light aspects. Learn about their dark aspects or shadow aspects. Show them that they are loved no matter what they like or dislike about themselves. That you love them. You love every aspect of them. And I'm not really worried about, the communication, because I really feel like Geminis are pretty good when it comes to communication. We have commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So be committed to, learning more every day about your partner, about your connection, about their past, your past, maybe even past lives. I'm hearing for some of you, digging into your past lives may be something that may be fun for y'all to do together. So we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So you may have had a little problems lately, and quite possibly with us having commitment here, you may have questioned your own commitment or your person's commitment. But I think because we have thinker here too, I think those are just your own fears that's coming up. We have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. This is telling me don't jump to conclusions. Don't just assume that you have to be careful of projections. Fears cause us to have projections. We have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And we have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So overall, for those of you who are in some type of separation, I'm sorry. Scratch that. You're not in separation. That's in active relationships. My mind just went off. Maybe some of you need to go back to the separation one. Maybe some of you have been in separation, but I mostly get that y'all are in fear of being in separation. Maybe y'all have had a really bad fight. Some of you may have had a big fight. And you're questioning this connection. You're questioning, is it worth it? Where is this going? Right when I get comfortable, I feel safe, then all of a sudden chaos comes out of nowhere. And I really think that you're overthinking and you're getting stuck in that loop in your head. And I can say that with all honesty because I tend to do that myself. And every time I do, I remember I need to communicate. So I do go to my divine masculine and I'm just like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what's going on in my head. So could you it's causing me to really want to run. And I do that. I'm a runner. I'll be honest. I am always the runner. And so he's like, put the brakes on. You're overthinking things. You're stuck in your head. Get out of your head. So that may be an important message for some of you. Some of you may have needed to hear that. But overall, this is also what I'm being told to tell you, is to remind you that sometimes we go through these hard times that they seem so dark, right? But then the light comes in the morning. And with that light and that forgiveness comes growth and a new leveling up of commitment. So there's something new here sparking in this relationship. There's something wonderful being birthed, whether that's an actual conception, an actual child that's going to be growing in your womb, or it's the conception of higher commitment. So take it how it resonates for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to start showing. Next, I'm going to show which decks I used in this reading. Okay, hello, and thank you for sticking it out to the end. Don't forget to check out my TikTok and Instagram, Facebook pages. Links are down in the description box. So, first I'm going to show you the decks that I used from other creators. So I used Island Time Wellness's Love Oracle cards. I used the Sacred Healing Journey cards created by Rachel with Angelic Revelation 144. Her link is down in the description box. And I used the Journey of Love Union deck created by Bridget Rowe of Divine Essentials. Her link is down in the description box as well. And get these moved out of the way. The decks that I'm showing now, because I am an Amazon influencer, I have created a link, and in that link I have listed all the decks that I use that you can purchase through Amazon. The decks that I use that can be purchased through the Amazon link that I used in this reading, this video, we have Higher Love Soul Link Oracle cards. This is the cheapest deck I have ever bought. Literally, it was like $1.99. It's good cardstock. It's got all these different situations. Take a Stand, Soulmate. It's got like several soulmate cards, because this is meant like, I think the intention with this deck is like you write someone's name here, and then you get another soulmate card, and you have different options. Like there's a different way to do that. But anyways, this is super cheap. I get people asking me about the decks that I use all the time, which is why I decided to do this. Again, if you'd like to purchase any of your own, that can be done off of that link as well. We have the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling playing cards. The Gilded Reverie. The Power of Love activation cards. The Romance Angels Oracle cards. The Wisdom of the Oracle Divination cards. The Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Lovers Oracle. These are the heart-shaped cards. Moonology Oracle cards. And wait, there's more. Sounding like an infomercial. The Halloween Oracle deck. For pile 1, I used the Everyday Witch Tarot. Pile 2, I used the Green Witch Tarot. No, I'm sorry, that was pile 3. Pile 2 was the Wizard's Tarot. So, thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. See you next month, or I will see you on a pick a card or a live. Thank you.